Aha! Broncos, Roosters, let's go. I got here just in time for kickoff. And, okay, we need to switch over to the correct game before Discord goes ballistic. Broncos, Roosters. There we go. Got here just in time for kickoff. Heel, Fries, welcome back. Vopsy, welcome back. Woo. Wow. I leave myself. You know what? I've learnt a lesson here tonight. A lesson has been learnt here tonight. Do not, just in case of Golden Point, do not wait, because I usually wait in between games is when I set up the next stream. In case of Golden Point scenarios, I need to have the stream set up ready to go because, wow, it went to Golden Point and I did not have enough time to set anything up for the next game. I've still got the Warriors Cowboys scoreboard up on the thing. Let me fix that right now. But wow, what an intense game we just witnessed there. Cowboys, Warriors, that was intense. Went right down to the wire, went to Golden Point. Offload here for the Roosters. There we go. The right scoreboard is up now. And all systems go. We are rolling, rock and rolling. Broncos, Roosters, Suncorp Stadium. I reckon the Roosters are going to fire. They were looking pretty solid last week. And I felt like they were just a week away from really clicking 100%. And I had said at that time, whoever they're playing next week could be on the receiving end of an absolute drubbing. Turns out it's the Broncos. I'm hoping for another good game, even if that does screw up my multi. If it buggers up my multi, it's all good. I'm just happy to see a great game of footy. But anyways, all right, we've recovered from the Cowboys-Warriors game, the game that nobody wanted to win. Oscar, welcome back, mate. How are you doing? Byron Davidson, ahoy. Welcome back, mate. How are you doing? Fifth and last here, Broncos. Reynolds with the high ball. Nagama's under it, takes it very cleanly, and away he comes. Roosters start the set 12 metres out from their own line. Tackle 3 now, Roosters. Tupou bringing up. Tupou's one of my try scorers. I didn't have time to get a multi. I could probably do it now. So I ended up with Tupou, anytime try scorer. Teddy Tedesco, anytime try scorer. Herbie Farnworth, anytime try scorer is what I believe I've ended up with. Oscar says, I'm betting Roosters win on 22 points. I think that they will win by a lot. I think they'll win comfortably. Not necessarily by 22, but if they fire, if it all clicks for the Roosters tonight, as I think it might, it could very easily be 30 or 40 points. Payne Haas with the hit up, fifth and last now. Broncos just inside Roosters territory. Reynolds, high ball, high swirling ball. And Tupou, origin level Tupou, makes it look easy. Momorowski, the former Panther, bringing it out. I'm going to try and get my multi-graphic up and running. You put the same bet on twice? Oh, you know what? Funny story. Funny story here. Not a multi, but just a general betting. Early kick here on the fourth from Hutchison. Searching for the 40-20, not finding it. But it's a great kick, and it's put pressure on the Broncos. All right, so I've gone leg one. Tupo, anytime try scorer. Leg two. Ooh, a slight gap opened up there for the Broncos. The Broncos actually look up for this early, but it is still very early. Let's not get excited. Let's not get carried away. Reynolds kicking well. So heel fry is basically what happens if you're late to join the tipping contest, as you apparently are. What it's going to do, there's not a chance in hell that you're starting with 0 points. What it's going to do is it's going to automatically give you the away teams, and it will calculate your points for the first 4 rounds, 5 rounds. This round, because you were late to the party this round as well, if you got in late and the round had already started by the time you joined, then you get the away teams. So you're going to get points for any away team. That's how they calculate it. You don't start from 0. You get all the away teams up until the period of time you've joined the competition. So I don't know how many away teams have won. That's the points that you will start with from next week. Yeah, you absolutely did not start on 0. And if you ever forget to put your tips in on any given week, they automatically give you the away teams. So I've gone Tedesco, Tupou, and Farnworth. Anytime try scorers for a potential cheeky little win of $110.50. $110.50 is what we're looking for there. So, all right, we've got So you tip the Roosters in this game? Yes, correct. Roosters are the away team, so it automatically would attach you to the Roosters. Stags dummies, inside ball, Tessie New, and it's forward. It's a forward pass. It was almost. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's very forward. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a huge forward pass. It really is. But the Broncos are up for this. Broncos absolutely up for this game so far. Robert M., thank you very much sending me something on Discord. I will check that out once I get a moment. All right, so Tupou, Tedesco, and Farnworth are my try scorers here in this multi. Oh, a Tupou interception would be nice. He's in my try scorer multi. I am in the process of creating the graphic for the multi as this game is going on, so I do apologize if I'm a little bit quiet while this is happening. Got to get my multi graphic up and running here. There we go. People tip the Broncos? Yeah, they probably did. I should imagine that Michelle tipped the Broncos. I can't imagine Michelle going against her team. Although she might. She might have. She might have tipped against her boys, although I find it very hard to believe. All right, I'm going to put the multi-graphic up on the screen now. Never know with the Roosters. Sometimes good. I think they've got their act together. I do think that they've got their act together. There we go. I've got my graphic done for the same game multi on this game. There we go. We're up and running. We're up and running properly. Oh, she did. Everyone went Roosters, except for Michelle. Oh, Michelle went Roosters. Hang on. Let me look at the tipping contest. Let's check out the Wasted World of Sports tipping competition. Who's gone for who? Where's Michelle? Oh, Michelle tipped against the Broncos. Robert's gone for the Broncos. Everybody else has gone Roosters. Wow. You're in a very, very small minority there. You're in a minority of one there, Robert. How does it feel there? A lot of pressure on that decision. All right, Tessie News bringing that. This is unfair to me. I didn't get a chance to have a break in between games tonight because it went to Golden Point. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So, 3 legs, same game multi. Tupou, anytime try scorer. Tedesco, anytime try scorer. Farnworth, anytime try scorer. $10 wager, $110.50 return. Let's see how it goes. Broncos have got the ball. They are up for this one, it's looking like. They have come out on absolute fire. The Broncos looking good. Looking competitive. The Broncos. Looking competitive. Walters cut out ball. There's Farnworth. There's one of our try scorers. But he's lost the ball. Herbie Farnworth. He's lost the ball. They've challenged the call and knock on. I felt like he recovered the ball. I thought he did recover the ball. Oscar asked what I'm drinking. They don't pay me any money for sponsorship, so I'm not going to say. Victor Radley, anytime try scorer. Tupou, anytime. Roosters, 13, $25 on it. Nice. That's not a bad bet. You know, I'm always on board with the Victor Radley try. Victor Radley, anytime try. I'm always on board. Sarsaparilla cordial. Yes, it's sarsaparilla. Funnily enough, when I was little, I did used to really love sarsaparilla. Back in the days when I was Oscar's age, just a tiny tot. Used to love my sarsaparilla. And what was that grape juice called? Ribena? Ribena? I don't know. I think it was called something like that. I think it was called. So the knock-on stands. It's Roosters ball, a scrum in front of their own post. Tackle 1, bringing it out of their own territory. And it's hard to believe. 16 minutes gone in this game. No points. Could be potentially a very tight game. Now here's some space. Nagama. Riverina. No, isn't Riverina like a city or a suburb in New South Wales? 5th and last now, Roosters. Into Broncos territory. What do they do with the kick? Carey puts it high. And there is pressure on the kick chase. It bounces to nobody. And Capewell in game number 100 has got it. And he is now UFC down to the ground. Oh, Riverina's also grape juice? I did not know that Riverina was famous for its grape juice. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. Payne Haas with the hit up. 4th tackle now. 5th and last. Their own 30-meter line, the Broncos. Reynolds with the kick. Finds grass, but it bounces up nicely for Teddy Tedesco, and he returns the ball. Oh, and he's clipped around the chin. Gets away with it, though. And Tupou. Putting in the hard yards, Tupou. Tackle 3. Roosters. Bradley, Victor the Inflictor, doing offloads rather than running it up himself. Interesting. 4th tackle now. Hargraves, 5th and last into... Oh, do I remember Nightmare the board game? Of course, we still play Nightmare the board game, some of us. I've got a group of mates, big board game buffs, and yeah, we still get together and have some drinks and play Nightmare. Even though we know, because you put the VHS in, you play the tape, and we know all the goddamn words, word for word. It's crazy. So as soon as you see the clip start, it's like, oh no, I know what's happening here. So yeah, it's kind of pointless us playing the game now at this point, to be perfectly honest, but we still do. And not a VHS-related game, but just a board game. But yeah, the Great Museum Caper is another one that we really enjoy. Love a good game of test match cricket. Remember the test match cricket? You used to have to set up. Oh, the setup time was longer than the actual playing time in test match cricket. 6 again here for the Broncos. And here they go. Oh, Sam Walker. Sam Walker is shrugged off. And now they're crowding the play the ball area. They get away with it, though. Yeah, James, it's my birthday on Sunday. My birthday is on Sunday. I turned the big 4-0. Mousetrap, absolutely. I've still got a very mint condition mousetrap in box. Here's a chance for the Broncos. It's a try for the Broncos. Corey Oates, anytime try scorer. Congratulations if you had him in your same game multi. I didn't. I thought about it, but I didn't. I went Herbie Farnworth. And it's try time. Set restart, blitzed them down the left-hand side. Cut out ball to Corey Oates, and Corey Oates goes boom. Nagama just clutched at him. I don't think Corey Oates had beaten Nagama that cleanly that he needed to just clutch at him at his shoulders like that. I feel like he could have at least attempted a tackle. Adam Reynolds is trying to sneak the ball in field here, the cheeky bugger. Corey Oates is showing us his mouth guard. For some reason, there must be something written on it or something. He held it up to the screen. Nagama was close enough to make a proper attempt at a tackle there, it must be said. It really must be said. Like, I don't want to criticize people without reason, but Nagama right there was absolutely close enough to make a proper attempt at a tackle there rather than just clutching like he did, I've got to say. Reynolds now moving in for the conversion, and he's hooked it. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, Reynolds is limping. Reynolds has done his leg in trying to take that conversion. Where's Alfie? Why is Alfie not out on the field? That will be interesting to keep an eye on. Reynolds might have just bollocksed himself up here trying to take that conversion kick. He's limping back. Seems like he's walking it off. He's walking it off. He's trying to walk it off. Deep kickoff here. Deep kickoff for the Roosters. Now the Broncos start on their own 10-metre line. Who takes over the goal kicking if Reynolds can't do it anymore? That will be interesting to see. Tackle 4 now, Broncos. On the back of points. Oh, and he's knocked the ball on. You don't want to be making mistakes at the best of times. But Palasia on the back of points. You want to get through your set restarts on the back of points, and an error in your own half. Reynolds is in trouble. I think Reynolds might be coming off the field here. He's not looking good. Oh, Corey Oates can kick goals. There you go. Okay, so the Broncos will still have a goal kicker. Broncos, nah, don't get excited now. It's still early. It's still early days. It's only 4-0. Oh, and here's a chance for Carey. He shrugs off one. He fell over. He gets up. He carries on. Tedesco to Manu. Nagama in at dummy half. Out to Carey. Walker. 6 again. A little bit too ambitious there, the Broncos' defense. Teddy Tedesco goes back to the open side. Running across the face of the goal line. Right in front of the post. Settles it down now for tackle 1 on the back of the set restart. Victor Radley passes to the invisible man, but it bounces up nicely for Carey. Tackle 2, Roosters. Radley again playing first receiver. Hargraves takes it up for a settler. Tackle 4, right in front of the post, 10 metres out, Roosters. They go right. Radley at first receiver again. Teddy is wrapped up. Gets the offload to Sam Walker. Carey with the grubber kick through into the end goal. It's covered up by Cobbo. Shrugs off Keary. Gets through another and gets back into the field of play. What a kick return from inside his own in goal. And that's tackle 2 now. Somehow, Selwyn Cobbo gets back into the field of play. And it's actually been touched by the Roosters, so it's a 0 tackle. And that's now tackle 1. Tackle 2. And the Broncos are up for this. They are up for this challenge. And the Roosters have definitely not fired as I saw them firing so far. Reynolds is on his feet, looking very comfortable again. He obviously just had a cork or a little twist or something. Oh, touched by the Roosters. This will be Broncos 6 again. Victor Radley has knocked this on. James says movie, Howard the Duck. I'll tell you an even better movie. Fritz the Cat. Forget Howard the Duck. It's all about Fritz the Cat. Broncos looking really up for this game, it must be said. After the way they played last week, I'm really surprised that they've come out with a hiss and a roar the way that they have. So the Broncos get the ball back now. A set of 6 starting at the Roosters' 30-metre line, midfield. Tackle 1, 20 metres out now. And hot on the attack and a chance to potentially go even further ahead. And who would have seen this coming if it eventuates? Who would have ever seen a Broncos 8, potentially 10-0 lead 14 minutes out from half-time? Certainly not me. Tackle 4 now right in front of the post. Reynolds. Oh, Walters just back to Reynolds from Walters. Reynolds dummies. He fires it out this time. Roosters are up inside the 10, and it's penalty. They had advantage for inside the 10. The advantage rule has finally been carried over from rugby union to the rugby league. It's great to see. I love a good advantage rule. Penalty Broncos, oh God, what do they do here? What do they do? There's still 13 minutes to go. There's still 13 minutes to go. It's out wide. Okay, so they've tapped and gone. They're keeping the pressure on. I thought they might have tried to take the 2 there to get the missed conversion back and have a 6-point lead, but they want to keep the pressure on. They're not thinking about 2-pointers here against the Roosters. They want to go up in multiples of at least 4, if not 6. Reynolds is looking threatening, very threatening. He almost goes through himself. Victor Radley saves the day, but the pressure is still on here, out to the right. Payne Haas now with a hit up. Bound Sam Walker and took him on, but Sam Walker had Warira Hargraves in support. And the little grubber kick through from Tessie New straight into the waiting arms of Daniel Tupou. And now they give away a penalty, and the Roosters can get out of here. So Robert asks who scored for the Broncos. Corey Oates scored for the Broncos. Corey Oates at the 18-minute mark. Tyson Gamble. Tyson Gamble at fullback? Well, that'd be a gamble. I'll see myself out. Roosters now suddenly hot on attack, looking for 4-all. It's the fourth tackle, 10 metres out. A little kick through from Carey. It's knocked back. And the Broncos have wrapped up the ball. I will never stop with shitty puns. I warn you now. It will never stop. Fifth and last now, the Broncos. Well and truly inside their own territory. Big kick required here for Reynolds. It comes off the side of the boot. It bounces awkwardly for the Roosters. And Tupou now gets a really bad offload. Wow, Tupou did not want or expect that ball. They get away with it, though, the Roosters. But they're on the back foot here in this set. Nagama now hits it up, get them moving forward for tackle 3. Still inside their own half, but not now. That's a good run there. Angus Crichton up over halfway. Oh, that's a forward pass. And it is called forward. Going to be Broncos ball. Just a little bit forward, that one. A little bit. Trent Robinson is not happy. That is not a happy man right there. He needs some water. Scrum, midfield, Broncos, 30 metres out from their own line. They go left off the scrum for just a one-out hit-up. Nothing too fancy schmancy happening there. It was the try scorer, Corey Oates. There's another Corey on the field. Who's the other Corey on the field? The other Corey Pakes. Corey Pakes is on the field. So we've got 2 Coreys out there, apparently. Reynolds with the early kick on the 4th. There's space. It's bounced horribly. Oh, and it's been knocked on. Cobbo. It was a horrible bounce for Teddy Tedesco, and he made a meal of it. And it was sitting there for So and Cobbo, and he just could not gather it in. Horrible bounce there for Tedesco. Tough pickup for Cobbo. But he'll be expecting that he would have got that. The Roosters get away with that one. Here's a break for Nagama. Tessie News coming back in cover. Farnworth's tracking him down from behind. And a clean line break from Nagama puts the Roosters on the front foot. And they've got numbers and space out here, but Sam Walker is wrapped up. Third tackle, 20 metres out now. Roosters. The defensive line has reset. Carey to nobody. Manu needs to gather it in and stay in field. And he can't stay in field. And the Broncos have not only nullified that mistake, but they've turned it into an advantage. And the Roosters are just a little bit off here. Like, I thought there were enough signs last weekend to say that this was the week that they would fire. They really haven't clicked at all so far tonight. 0 points. They could be going into halftime with a big fat donut next to their name. They haven't even looked like scoring, to be perfectly honest. I'll tell you what, I'm glad that I removed Roosters 13 plus from my multi. I'm so glad that I removed that. I thought it would be a blowout as well, heel fries, but by the same token, the Broncos do quite often front up against the Roosters, don't they? The Broncos, for whatever reason, you know, it's the same way that the Eels just always, no matter how either team is going, no matter how either team played the week before or where their standing is in the competition, the Eels always show up against the Storm, don't they? Maybe the Broncos and the Roosters just have that same dynamic. No matter where either team is sitting, no matter how well or how badly they're going, the Broncos always seem to front up when it comes to the Roosters. So we probably shouldn't be too surprised by what we're seeing so far. So the Broncos now on the back of a penalty. Our second tackle, 30 metres out from the Roosters line. Reynolds to Walters, and there's space again. Walters is looking threatening. Billy Walters is having perhaps the best game that I've seen him have. And granted, we haven't seen him have too many. Staggs just gives a big don't argue to Momorowski, and he's still going and scores. Tony Staggs just says, give me the ball, and I will do it all myself. And the Broncos, not only are the Roosters going to go into halftime with a gigantic donut next to their name, the Broncos are going in 8, potentially 10-0 up. This is absolutely unbelievable. Even if you tipped the Broncos, I don't think you saw this coming. Momorowski, a solid defender. Momorowski was a beast on defense for the Panthers last year and was a big contributor to the Panthers winning the premiership, and he just got made to look foolish. Brisbane 8, Roosters 0, kick to come, 4 minutes to go till half-time. Unbelievable. Long way from over. Long way from over. It's not over. Long way to go in this game. But what a great start for the Broncos in this first half. Incredible stuff. All right, I'll be back. And in the time that I've been gone, conversion made. $10-0 Broncos. 3 minutes to go till halftime. Oh, Stags again just goes through one, goes through two. Stags is unstoppable. Fifth and last. Where's Reynolds? There's Reynolds on the 40-meter line, goes high. Good chase, pressure on Nagama. Nagama takes it cleanly, though. And the Roosters really just need to get to halftime. They need to go into the changing rooms. They need to cop their bollocking from Trent Robinson. And they need to reset, reload, come back in the second half. And try and find their mojo, baby. Tupou now swamped. 4 guys all over him. Teddy now trying to do things on his own. 4th tackle, though, still entrenched in their own half. Sam Walker now floats it right across back the open side. 5th and last now, just into Broncos territory. But absolutely not looking threatening at all here, the Roosters. High ball from Keary. No pressure on the receiver. And Tessie New took that. Tessie New could have devoured an entire 6-pack before the Roosters' defense got on top of him there. He took that so easily with so much time. And the Broncos, geez, we might have to patch into Michelle at halftime here and we might have to call Michelle and see what she has to say about this. Because I think she'll even find this unexpected. 4th tackle now, Broncos. 1:10 to go till halftime. 5th and last, a smack bang in the middle of the field on the halfway line. Broncos happy just to see this into halftime, I think, by the looks of it. Reynolds goes for a Reynolds has just tried for a 2-point field goal, and now Tupou's dropped the ball. And he's taken high. I thought he was taken high. That will be on report. Where's old mate? Where's old mate? Always on report, Flegler. I know where he is. He's suspended. This will be the only week that he doesn't get on report because he's not playing. 30 seconds to go. Gives the Roosters one shot. One shot. Here we go. Actually, they might get one more tackle. If they hit it up, Victor to Keary. Six again, but here we go. There'll only be one tackle left in it. A grubber kick through. He's dropped it cold. It's set up perfectly. It absolutely set up perfectly for Tupanua, and Tupanua, with the line wide open, just had to catch it, and he made a fool to himself. A fool to himself drops it cold. That was their chance, and he knows it. Imagine going into halftime 10 points to 6 on the back of that performance. That would have been deflating to the Broncos. But they hold on. They get away with it. And the Broncos, 10-0 halftime. They've sent the Roosters into the halftime break with a big fat donut. Whoever saw that coming? Who the hell saw that coming? Certainly not me. Sean Johnson, they've dropping the F-bomb. Wow, what a half of footy. Broncos dominating. You know, this year, in all honesty, how difficult has this year been to tip and keep track of? The only team that has been consistent is the Panthers. Yeah, I mean, I would... And the Tigers. Yeah, for all the wrong reasons, the Tigers have indeed been consistent, haven't they? I want to say my Sharks as well. I do want to say my Sharks as well, but they were so... The Sharks were so bad in round one against the Raiders that I can't even give the nod to my own team there. They were so terrible against the Raiders in round one. Anyways, I wonder how my multi's looking. Tupou, Tedesco, Farnworth. I think we're still on. There's the potential for 3 tries in the second half here. I reckon there's definitely we're still on for the 3-leg multi. James has got a tipping theory. You pick the mascot that would beat the other team's mascot. Interesting theory. I reckon that there's probably people who do that. I mean, don't you hate it when like you have a tipping contest or something and it's like, and I'm not talking about the Wasted World of Sports tipping contest, because at the moment on Wasted World of Sports, my dad is currently in first spot, clear by a couple of points, I think he is. And yeah, he certainly knows his footy, my dad. So this is not about the Wasted World of Sports tipping contest, because my dad knows his footy and he's up on top at the moment. But don't you hate it when you do tipping contests and the person who knows absolutely nothing about the sport that you're tipping is the one that ends up all the way clear out on top? No, Morgan didn't join the tipping contest for some reason. I did send him an invite link before the season kicked off, and he never got around to joining, but that's okay. Oh, wow. What a crazy night this has been. Warriors, Cowboys. My eye. Cowboys, Warriors goes to Golden Point. Warriors sneak it at the end. And now the Broncos going into halftime. 10-0. Absolutely unbelievable. James says it's not a tipping theory I use. I've only just heard of it. Totally understand, mate, but I'm just, yeah. I obviously don't use it myself either, but I'm just saying. It's, I reckon there's people who do. Warriors have got a tough game next week. Actually, who asked me during the Warriors game about Reece Walsh being overpaid and overhyped? Was that you, James? Because I never got around to answering, because everything sort of happened. all that Golden Point excitement kind of happened. And I never got around to answering the question. Because I could answer it very simply, but I did want to elaborate a little bit. I can't remember who it was that asked that question. Right, so we've got... Oh, it was James? I thought it was James. So round six, Raiders, Cowboys, Rabbitohs, Bulldogs, Panthers, Broncos, Manly, Titans, Storm, Sharks. That's going to be a huge game for my Sharkies and a very, very big test down there at Amy Park. That's really going to show us where the Sharks are at under Craig Fitzgibbon, and a homecoming of sorts for Nico Hines. Roosters, Warriors, Dragons, Knights, Eels, Tigers. Yes. Okay, yeah. James asked if I was going to do the Eels game tomorrow. Somebody asked me anyway, and somebody asked me in the Warriors game. I'm not sure if they're here for this game, but somebody asked me in the Warriors game if I thought Reece Walsh was overpaid and or overhyped. And everything that happened, and we went into Golden Point. I got distracted, and I can answer the question. Because there's not a whole lot to elaborate on at halftime here. There's not a big halftime show here for the Broncos Roosters. Broncos are looking up for it, looking good and dominating. So I'll answer the Reece Walsh question instead. I don't necessarily think he's overpaid because, well, first of all, I actually don't even know what he's on. Does anyone know what Reece Walsh is on at the moment? So I don't know what he's getting paid at the moment, so I can't really speak for him being overpaid. But whatever he's on, I don't think he's necessarily overpaid. Sometimes when there's a young talent coming through, you do have to kind of take a punt on them and lock them in if you want to, if you can, if there's room in your salary cap to lock up a youngster with potential for a little bit overs, then it's probably worth the risk doing it. Do I think he's overhyped, though? Absolutely. 1,000% he's overhyped. I mean, we're in a scenario where there was even talk about Reece Walsh being like the savior for Queensland in the state of origin. And I'm thinking, isn't it like his first full season of NRL footy? And they're already talking about this guy as the savior of state of origin. I said, that's a little... I mean, typical Queenslanders, though, right? You know, getting way too excited about a future talent. He's definitely got the makings of a great player. I mean, look, the same thing happened with Kalen Ponga. Kalen Ponga broke onto the scene and... Oh, Kalen Ponga. And all the commentators and commenters and shit were having Randy. What's the guy from South Park? Randy Marsh. Randy Marsh cream fraiche moments over Kalen Ponga, and you know Kalen Ponga. I don't think he really lived up to expectations at Origin level. Good player, solid player, reliable player, but never really took the Origin arena by storm. So he didn't live up to the hype. Reece Walsh, they did the same thing with Harry Grant. You know, Harry Grant has had one really significant, you know what I'm saying? One really significant moment in Origin. I still don't think that was a try myself, personally. Knock on, short of the line or double movement. Take your pick out of three things that you could have called that try up for, but the try was given. Harry Grant looks like a savior. Great, but he's done bugger all since then. And Reece Walsh, yeah. Overhyped, absolutely. Overpaid? Not necessarily. I think you do have to take a risk sometimes and lock a young potential player in. If you have to pay a little bit overs for them to keep them at the club, do it. If you could justify it and you've got space in your cap. So, yeah, that would be my answer to that question. Definitely overhyped. Like other Queensland players are often overhyped. Kalen Ponga, Harry Grant, Reece Walsh. They have one really big, solid year, and then the other teams work them out. It's what happens. But overpaid? Nah, not necessarily. I don't know what he's on, so I can't speak for it, but if they can justify the price tag, do it. Lock him in. Try and keep him at the club. Whatever, you know. I've got no problem with the payment, you know, if you can earn it and you can justify it. 1.2 million the Warriors paid for him for 3 years. Okay, so what's that? What's that, 400K? Is that 400K a year? That's actually not a lot. I would have anticipated he'd be on more than that, to be perfectly honest. I'd have thought he'd be in the 600K range. Well, yeah, if that's the price, if that's the case, then absolutely. No, I think he's... I think he might need a little bit of a bump up. So definitely not overpaid, but absolutely 1,000% overhyped. Oh, send some my way, Vobsy. Whatever you're on. I'm afraid I've lost contact with my dealer in recent times. I mean, what? Nothing. Nothing was said. I don't have a dealer. Why would I have a dealer? What do I need a dealer for? Robert asks, what's my take on the Albert Kelly incident that happened 3 days ago? Oh, that's my take. That's my take on the Payne Haas Albert Kelly incident. My understanding of it, from what I've heard, is you know, you've got a couple of teammates that were potentially out on the piss. One's had a little bit too much, and an incident has happened. They've had a disagreement. It happens. It happens. I mean, I've had incidents where I've you know, in the past, I've been on the Terps. I've hit the Terps a little bit too hard, and we've been out and about in Fortitude Valley, hanging out and having a good time. Mate and I've gone to the toilet and I've come back and I've accused him of moving seats. I mean, like it matters. Like it matters if he moved seats anyway. But I've come back out of the pisser and I've had a go at him. I'm like, why did you move seats? He's like, oh, I didn't move seats. What are you talking about? And I've had a go at him for why are you lying about it? What's it matter? I caught you. I'm onto you. I know you moved seats. Why are we lying about? He's like, I didn't move seats. So I can understand, you know, when you're on the Terps, you can find yourself in a situation where you take things a little bit over the top, and I think that's all that's happened there. You've got a couple of teammates, a couple of mates. They're out and about on town, and something's happened, and it's gone a little bit too far because that's just what happens sometimes. And I'm sure they're still mates at the end of the day. It'll all blow over. You know, nobody punched a girl in the face or sexually assaulted somebody or something. It's just a couple of guys on the Terps having a stupid disagreement. It just happens. I think it'll all blow over. Who cares? It's nothing. Absolutely nothing. So the Broncos, now we are back for the second half. The game's underway, and it's a great first set for the Broncos. Tupou is caught and driven backwards, offloads to Tedesco, and Tedesco is shut down, and the Broncos have started this with the same intensity that they went into halftime with. And I tell you what, it's still way too early to call, but the Broncos are well and truly up for this game. Well and truly up for this game. Fourth tackle, Roosters. Fifth and last, inside their own 30-metre line. Keary is going to need a big kick here. It's off the side of the boot. It bounces inside the touchline, though. And Manu has a good chase. So that's the best possible result out of that scenario for the Roosters, really. Out of a horrible scenario for them, it has worked out as best as it could. And the Broncos are now starting tackle 3. Still inside their own half. That's where they want them. And here's space. A little bit of space for So and Cobbo. It is shut down, though. The Roosters sliding defense. It covers. It's the fourth tackle now, but they are inside Roosters territory. And Payne Haas now threatening to break through. Stays alive and offloads. And there's another shrug off. Oh, wow. The Broncos are up for this fifth and last. Reynolds goes high off the side of the boot. Kind of. But it works out for them, but Tupou takes it uncontested. And the Roosters under the pump here. The Broncos have just got this sort of intensity about them. Rumbling upfield now. Great run from Angus Crichton. Tackle 4. They will sneak into the Broncos territory here on the fifth and last. And we'll see what kind of kick they can get away. They come short side. Gary is short side and just dabs it in over the top. Finds grass. Awkward bounce for Tessie New. Very confidently nabs it and passes it over to Corey Oates. Was it there? Back there in... Or was that Farnworth? No, that's Farnworth now. So it must have been Corey Oates who was there for the receiving of the pass. Here's the mistake now from the Broncos, and this is the Roosters' chance. That is the error that the Roosters were potentially waiting for. Here we go. Can they punish that mistake and make it a very telling error? Oh, that's a pressure moment there. So and Cobbo with the error, but to be fair, the pass should never have been thrown. Australian Grand Prix, live tomorrow, 12:45. That would be qualifying, I'm assuming. Last free practice and then qualifying. Oh, it was Jordan Ricky that made the error, sorry. My apologies to So and Cobbo. Australian Formula One Grand Prix. Tomorrow, that would be qualifying because the race is on Sunday. I'll be away for it. But go Ferrari. Come on. Come on, Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Beat those Red Bull bastards. Anyway, Tedesco across field. Big gap opens up, but he's dropped the ball. And now Teddy's down. Oh, Teddy's hurt. No, it's not Tedesco. That's fine then. Oh, wow. Whew. So Teddy's okay. Hopefully everybody's okay. I instantly regret my reaction. I thought my multi was shot again through injury. My multi got shot last night because of injury. I don't want my multi to be shot again because of injury. Robert M says Aikens is a nice ref. He did a podcast with a streamer on YouTube last year. Oh, that's pretty cool. We should look at getting some people in. Wasted World of Sports. We'll get some guys in. I'm already in good with MG, Mark Geyer. And Mark Geyer's left Triple M now, I'm pretty sure. So he's probably got some free time to come in and have a chat at some point. I reckon we could sort it out to get some guests on. Interview Pencil Pat. Oh, we could definitely do an interview with Pencil Pat. 100%. Roosters now finding some space. They're looking a little bit more damaging now. Nobody's down here on the short side except for Kiri. Kiri's put it high. No. Penalty Roosters. It was not a legal bump. Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith. That'd be interesting. And Billy Slater. That'd be some interesting interviews there. I got to send that to Michelle once I get a moment. Bulldozing run here from Baker. A meter out from the line. Tackle 2. Crichton. Sam Walker is over. Roosters back in this game. Try Sam Walker. Byron says, interview my dog. Bobsy says, ask Billy if his shoulder is healed yet. I'll tell you what I would ask Billy Slater. I would ask Billy Slater where he learnt karate. Sam Walker is now limping back after scoring that try. So he's certainly not 100% after that. Sam Walker. Some hands on hips from the Broncos players. I find that very interesting because they are still, for all purposes, on top in this game. So the hands on hips after that try, the body language is not one of confidence. So Momirovski is doing the goal kicking. And Momirovski, I didn't even know, took kicks at goal. Incidentally, by the way, I just said to Michelle, your suggestions for people we could bring on for an interview, Cameron Smith and Billy Slater. And Michelle has gone, ha, 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 I quit. So there you go. Just the thought of those guys coming on for an interview has made Michelle leave the wasted world of sports. 10 points to 6 in this game, though. Broncos still in the lead. 30 minutes to go. Roosters. Let's see what they can do in their set of 6. On the back of points. Well, there's a huge mistake. Huge mistake now. Broncos, huge opportunity here. Reynolds off the back of the scrum to New. Shrugs away from one, steps away from a second one, pushes away from the third. He's wrapped up, but they haven't really gone anywhere, the Broncos, on the back of that. Capewell steps, hits it up. Reynolds to Payne Haas. Walters intercepted. Manu with the intercept and then shrugs off one. And that works out very well for the Roosters. They've got space out to the left. Huge numbers out to the left if they get there. They don't. They hit it up the middle. They obviously couldn't see what I saw, but I have the benefit of the wide camera angle. And Walker dummies and tries to go himself. Offloads. Knocked backwards now for Tedesco. Tedesco dummies and takes it up. Second tackle. Now the Roosters are starting to get their flair on here. Here they come. Here they come indeed. Nice pop-up pass. Still going to Panua. Tackle 4, right in front of the post, 1 metre out. Options left and right. They're coming right for sure. Up quickly as Billy Walters and shuts him down, but he was offside. 6 more tackles. This is it for the Roosters. You know what? If the Roosters score here, I put it down to the body language from that try before. The Broncos looked defeated, even though they were still ahead in the game. Heads dropped. Hands went on hips. And I feel like the Roosters are probably going to finish the stronger here. But let's see what happens. We are tackle 3. Roosters ball. We're coming back out to the 10-metre line for the restart. They go left. Reynolds is up quick again. Big Magic War Dog. Ahoy there, mate. Welcome along to the Wasted Water Sports. Angus Crichton looking very threatening. A metre out from the line now. 5th and last. What do? They go through the hands. Walker. Teddy Tedesco. Touched 6 again. Momorowski. Tedesco's got the ball back. Shrugs off one. Goes. Dummies. Comes back in field. And Fafita just settles that up. And we are back to tackle 0. Tackle 0. Tedesco's hammered by... Is that Corey Oates? Matched the bollocks off of Tedesco. And Keary now just a settler. A stupid offload. They really need to calm down here, the Roosters, to be perfectly honest. Connor Watson now, just a settler. And here we go. Tackle 2. Out of dummy half goes Manu. Manu is over. Joseph Manu, who got the intercept that sparked this whole play, has just gone himself out of dummy half. 10 all, kick to come. Roosters about to be ahead. Big Magic War Dog says, good game by the Warriors. snatching it in Golden Point. It was a very exciting game to view as a neutral. It felt for a moment there like nobody wanted to win that previous game, but the Warriors did come out on top. Sean Johnson in the post-match interview dropping the F-bomb. That was hilarious. That was really funny. But Manu crashes over here for the Roosters. 25 minutes to go. I'm starting to think my multi's looking pretty shot, especially the way that the Broncos' heads have dropped now. Like, the Broncos were still ahead, but they were acting like the losing team. The Broncos, after that last try, heads dropped, really looked like they were on the receiving end of a drubbing, but they're not. They were still ahead at that point. But you just felt the momentum shift at that moment. And it's been all Roosters. All Roosters. They got right back down the other end. They score the try. And they're about to take the lead with a very easy conversion here. Is Momirovski still doing the kicking? Probably is. Because Sam Walker's in back play at the moment, getting his jersey changed. So, no, Sam Walker is taking the kick. Sam Walker's like right beside the post. I'll take this one, thanks, boys. This is a nice, easy one. I can improve my 54% success rate on the season. Right beside the posts. Almost in front, basically. This should easily be 12-10. And it is 12-10. Roosters, out of, well, I won't say out of nowhere, but kind of out of nowhere. Suddenly, Roosters, 12-10, in the lead. Actually, Kanye Ketchup, if you're asking about what I'm drinking, actually homebrew, just quietly. Actually, I'm still not sure about the legalities of homebrews. But it's homebrew. Roosters have the lead for the first time in the game. Who'd have thought that Roosters Broncos and the Roosters have taken near on 60 minutes to take the lead in the game? Who'd have thought? James. James. James says the Cocks are coming. Cock-a-doodle-doo, here they come. Rumbling up into Broncos territory now. Fifth and last. Oh, my God! Victor Radley has just had his head slammed into the turf. For some reason, he did not even care about that. And Corey Oates takes the high ball and then drops it. And it's come to Manu. Manu's looking for try number 2. He's dropped it as well. First knock on Broncos. Second knock on Roosters. But Corey Oates has dropped this cold, I dare say. Oh, he just got smashed. Heavy hit. Contact with the ball in the tackle. There was no intent to strip. That was a strip. Tapped out by Billy Walters on Joey Manu. So first infringement, knock on Broncos. Roosters scrum. Roosters feed. Invade AU, says effing refs. I don't know what the ref did wrong there. It was the right call. It was knock on. Knock on both ways. Come back, scrum feed. I think the refs actually got it right in this scenario. For once. For once. The effing refs actually got it right. Third tackle now, right in front of the post. Roosters options left and right. They come right. Victor Radley playing first receiver a lot tonight. That's interesting to see. Victor Radley has been first receiver a lot. Fourth tackle now. Big open side on the left. Victor Radley, first receiver again. Gary to Teddy. Momirovski out to Tupou. Tupou is taken over the sideline. Great defense there for the Broncos. Ah, ha, ha. Ben Milsom, ahoy there. You typed into Google live feed Broncos vs. Roosters and found my stream. That was 20 minutes ago. Wow. My stream's coming up in Google? That's interesting. But anyways, the live stream, the live coverage of the game is not here. It is in Discord. Obviously, for broadcasting rights and everything, I can't share the gameplay on YouTube, but yeah, I am secretly sharing my screen on Discord for people to watch. God damn it, Streamlabs, can you please just share the link with people when this conversation comes up? Can you please just share the link with people? Is it too much to ask, Streamlabs? Is it really too much to ask? Apparently it is. Anyways, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get the link manually. But that's very, very, very cool. That's very cool. That's very interesting that I'm coming up in Google search results. That's insane. Corey Oates is over for another try. Out of nowhere. I've been busy trying to share a link to the Discord server with people. And in that time, Corey Oates has somehow found his way over the try line, and it's the Broncos now back in the lead. And as I said, they are well up for this one. Kick over the top from Reynolds. Nagama goes up for it. Nagama gets out-leaped, out-contested. Corey Oates, try. Broncos. The little man. The little man. Okay, so in the Fox Sports commentary, I think it's Brandy Alexander talking, literally just called Nagama the little man. The little man can't compete with Corey Oates in the air. I mean, I don't know because I've not stood next to him or anywhere near in Nagama's presence in person. But Nagama does not exactly look like a little man compared to Corey Oates. Corey Oates can probably outjump him. That's all good and well, but he does not look like a little man, Nagama. That's all I'm saying. Adam Reynolds now with the conversion. He's 50% tonight, 1 from 2. What's he do with this one? It's straight down the middle, and it is the Broncos back to a 4-point lead. 16-12, 19 minutes to go. If Nagama is a small man, a little man, then Adam Reynolds is a midget. That's what it is, Bobsy. If Nagama is a little man, Adam Reynolds is officially a midget. The Brisbane Leprechauns. Led by Adam Reynolds. James says, come on, Golden Point. No, not another one, please. All right, height. Kevin Nagama, height. Kevin Nagama, height. Oh, okay, he is kind of tiny. I take it all back. Brandy Alexander, I should never have doubted. I should never have doubted such an experienced head as Brandy Alexander. Because Kevin Nagama is kind of small. He's, according to Google, Kevin Nagama is 5'8", which is quite tiny for a rugby league player. So there you go. I had no idea. He does not look 5'8", but you know what? To be fair, he probably doesn't look 5'8" because of the 6 foot of hair that he's got on top of his head. He's got about a 6 foot afro, and that's probably why he looks taller than he actually is. So there you go. Kevin Nagame does not look 5'8". I had no idea that he was only 5'8", and I've now just officially taken the piss out of Brandy Alexander for no reason, because he is actually kind of small. Who was that before with Walters? Was it John Cartwright beside him? Oh, Payne Haas looks very upset. Kevin Nagama's in the chat room. Kevin Nagama. If Kevin Nagama was in the Royal Guard, he's already got his own built-in hat. Whoa, what's happening here? Hargraves is in the face of the referee. Warrior Hargraves is in the referee's face right now. I don't understand what we've seen here. I don't know what's happened, but the players are blowing up. Hargraves has just gone and got in the face of the referee. Penalty Broncos. Oh. All right, so Hargraves in the tackle has held onto the leg of the tackler and been penalised for leaning forward. He got penalised for leaning forward. All right, so everybody who was talking about Michelle, I would just like to point out that Michelle is now officially in the chat room. The Metal Maiden on 4ZZZ. There she is. Fire away with your questions. Any questions, any comments you have for Michelle? There she is. She's in the chat room. Hargraves is still going on at the referee. Warrera Hargraves is still arguing with the referee. Michelle is a free agent since she quit. Yeah, Michelle quit the Wasted World of Sports just on the very thought that we may possibly, potentially one day have Cameron Smith and Billy Slater on the show. She quit just at the thought of it. But who'd have thought, Michelle? Broncos well and truly up for this game. Oh, James, James 83, you are in dangerous territory here, mate. You are in dangerous territory here, my friend. Hey, Michelle, I heard you wanted to marry Slater. Oh, you are in dangerous territory here, sir. Oh, my God. Oh. Roosters, ball, successful challenge. 16-12 Broncos, 16 and a half minutes to go. Roosters ball, though. Tackle 3 inside Broncos territory. What can they come away with? Oh, they can come away with a cold dropped ball by Victor the Inflictor. Wow. Out of nowhere, Victor Radley, of all people, drops the ball cold. And that is going to fire him up. Cameron Smith is meant for Michelle. So we've got James saying that Michelle wants to marry Billy Slater, but Vobsy's now saying, no, Michelle doesn't want to marry Billy Slater. Cameron Smith is meant for Michelle. Oh, God. Tony Staggs is firing. Tessie New now stepping off the left a couple of times. Almost gets through. Tackle 3 now, Broncos. There's Alfie Langer racing off the field. Alfie Langer in back play, racing off the field. Payne Haas to Billy Walters. Farnworth, tackle 5 and last. What can they come up with? Where's Reynolds? Reynolds, a chip over to the short side, but Manu covers that very easily. The Metal Maiden on... Oh, sorry. Giving you the full name treatment, the full username treatment. That's Michelle, of course. How about them Cats? I'm going to go ahead and assume that the Cats won. I'm assuming the Cats won in the AFL. In the cross-country... Oh, it's still playing. Okay. So I'm assuming they're winning. The Cats are winning the cross-country basketball at the moment. Oh, dear God. High ball here. They've let it bounce. It's touched. Tessie New. That should be 6 again. It's not been called 6 again, but Manu's got space. Flick past to Nagama. That should be 6 again, though. That's got to be 6 again. That is 6 again. Jesus Christ, it should have been 6 again the first time. They ended up with the right result anyway, the Roosters. 6 again. Carey now sets it up for Warrera Hargraves. Oh. Sam Walker to Teddy. It's been touched. Is it going to be called a knock-on against Teddy? It is. Do they have a challenge? Teddy's challenging it, yep. He has to challenge it. I'm going to go PP before we find out the result. All right. So, Teddy Tedesco immediately went upstairs. Teddy immediately went upstairs with the captain's challenge. So what are we looking for? That's gone backwards. You would have thought. That's backwards. Unsuccessful. That's it. Going to be Broncos ball. I don't understand how that was a knock on, but it's been called. Let's have another look. That's pretty clearly gone backwards to me. And it's had an exaggerated knock backwards because it was touched by the Broncos. I don't understand how that's a knock on, but anyways, it's been called. They need to deal with it. We've got a midfield scrum here for the Broncos, 10 metres out from their own line. What can they do with it? And just doing the hit-ups now, the Broncos just trying to get out of their own territory, basically. Payne Haas with the hit-up tackle 4. Still inside their own half. 5th and last, smack bang on halfway. Let's see what Adam Reynolds does with the kick. Probably going to kick left. 5th and last. High ball. Warrior Hargraves gives him a hug. And Teddy now brings it back. Jared Hayne is absolutely still alive. I don't know what the outcome of all Jared Hayne's legal issues were, to be perfectly honest. I didn't care enough to follow along with it. But yeah, Jared Hayne obviously having some legal issues. I've not kept up to date with all of that, so I don't know if he was officially charged, if he was acquitted. I don't know what the status of that is, but Kerry to Manu. Manu's been looking threatening every time he gets the ball. 5th and last Roosters. Walker goes high. Out to the wing. It's taken nicely. So and Cobbo. Broncos ball. And the Broncos are well bloody up for this game. And wow. What a weekend it's been. Seriously. What a weekend it's been so far. So many more games to come, of course, but what a weekend this has been so far. Tony Staggs with 11 tackle busts. Unbelievable. 10.5 minutes to go in this one. Tackle 4 Broncos. Payne Haas rampaging up towards the halfway line. Michelle, I actually don't know. I have legit not followed along with his. I've legit not followed along with his legal issues, so I don't know what the status is. Tupou taken on tackle 2. The Roosters on the back foot here. Roosters behind on the scoreboard. Roosters on the back foot. Sam Walker stretching out a cramp. Nagama's 5'8", but he's 7 feet tall with that afro. And it's tackle 5 now. Roosters. 5th and last. Keary finds the grass. Tessie New bringing it back for the Broncos. Finds Keary just grabbing at him. Risky here. Risky contact from Victor the Inflictor. Broncos first tackle. 30 meters out. Thought Haas was suspended. I don't think so, no. Oh, Corey Oates has hurt his leg. Or is that Farnworth? No, that's Oates. I recognise the porn mustache. No, I had a chat about the Payne Haas Albert Kelly incident earlier on, and Yeah, I think there was absolutely nothing in it. I mean, look, mates go out, they get on the terps, they have disagreements, they have fights. It happens. Whoop, the Suncorp crowd, they're up. Who's going on about scrums? I don't think I mentioned scrums at all. Fifth and last, Reynolds, high ball. Testing you offside, but yep, offside penalty. Ahoy! Kingsme. Brisbane's your team. You must be very happy at the moment. The Broncos are holding on. I'll tell you something else about Michelle. Michelle hates the Melbourne Storm. Hates the Melbourne Storm. But she still saw the cheese, Brandon Smith, and had a photo taken with him out and about in Brisbane one night. What was the deal with that? Why, with a hatred of all things Storm, would you get a photo with the cheese? Teddy out of dummy half, threatening the line. Fifth and last, short side, Manu trying to do it all on his own. Manu lost the ball. He's claiming the try. We're going to have a look at it, but I feel like he dropped this one. Looking at it live, it looked like that spilt out the side and is no try. It's going up as no try. We are going to have a look at this. It's going to be a penalty against the Broncos if it's no try. Hello! Look who's come in for a visit, huh? You hear all the excitement, huh? This game is going down to the wire. This game's going down to the wire, and you had to venture in and see what's happening. The Manu. Oh, that's a try. Does it touch the line? Is there enough evidence here to overturn? That's a try. That is 100% try, Roosters. Manu's got two. And the Roosters equalise. Kick to come. Oh, if that was called no try, I am closing the channel and never watching rugby league again. If that was given no try, it's all over. Waste of water sports. Done. I would never watch NRL again in my entire life if that was not given a try. Stop it. 16-all kick to come. Tough conversion. Oh, Sam Walker. Tough kick. James says if I close the channel would just be wasted if that was the case. Aha! I'll drink to that. My channel's been wasted for about 3 years. I very first launched Wasted Water Sports for the 2019 Rugby World Cup, and I did quite a few watch-alongs during the Rugby World Cup, but then I did bugger all after that, so the channel's been dead from 2019 after the World Cup until now, and now resurrected with the NRL. Sam Walker with the attempted conversion. 5 meters in from the sideline, right-hand side. Not the favourable side for a right-foot kicker. He moves in. He strikes. It's on target. It's over. It's a goal. 18-16. Roosters. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Roosters steal the lead. I'm pretty sure 4 minutes, 50 to go. I'm pretty sure my multi is shot. My multi is completely shot to pieces because I've still got Tupou, still got Tedesco, still got Farnworth. There's no way possible that 3 tries get scored. Broncos go short kick. It doesn't go 10. It doesn't go 10. Roosters hold off. They're going to get the penalty. Roosters penalty on halfway. Incorrect restart. Everyone in the chat room is on to Michelle about Billy Slater and Cameron Smith. Holy hell. Roosters have survived. Fancy Michelle tipping against the Broncos. I know, right? I know. She tipped against her own team. Mind you, I'll be tipping against my own team next week or the week after, whenever it is that the Sharks play the Storm down at Amy Park. I'll still be supporting the Sharks, and I'll be very happy to lose the tip, but common sense, Melbourne Storm at home, the Sharks have not turned the corner that much. Walker, grab a kick through. There is the try. There is the match winner. Game, set, match, Roosters. Kick to come. The Roosters, they finally decided to show up and play. Ay, ay, ay. 22 points to 16. Roosters kick to come. Piece of piss conversion. So they're about to be 8 points ahead out of I want to say out of nowhere. Tupanua with the try. So none of my guys got over for a try, basically. None of my multi over for a try. Well, that's a pain in my ass. Sorry, heel fries. I know you said no more bad puns, but I couldn't resist that one. A pain in my ass. Come on. Come on. Got to give me a drink for that one. Give me a drink for that one, everyone. Cheers. A pain in my ass. Got to give me that one. Sam Walker with the conversion to ice this game. Taupo. Cheers. From the other room. Cheers from next door. Can we release Wasted World of Sports t-shirts? Oh, right down the middle of the post, Sam Walker ices the game. Game, set, match, Roosters. They survived. They survived. They turned it on its head. They win. They will win from here. 2 minutes to go. 8 points. Broncos, though. Broncos, hold your heads high. You are well and truly up for this game after the absolute shit show that the Broncos put out against the Warriors last weekend. Hold your heads high. All is not lost. All is not lost, Broncos supporters. Can we actually release Wasted World of Sports t-shirts? Wasted World of Sports on the front, maybe like a logo on the chest. Wasted World of Sports, and on the back it says Wasted World of Sports, a pain in my arse. Do it. Pain in my arse. Wasted World of Sports t-shirts. A minute 43. Michelle's gone. Michelle's done. Michelle's given up. A minute 43 to go. 8-point difference. Michelle's tapping out. Oh, Corey Oates is over. Hang on. Wait. This game is not over yet. Corey Oates has celebrated so hard he's broken his own ankle. Corey Oates has celebrated the try so badly he's busted his own ankle. Look at him. He's down and out. It's a try, though. Broncos, this game is still on. And Corey Oates celebrated the try so hard that he has ruined himself. He's struggling back. He's going to be okay. This is not over yet. There's still a minute and a half to go. Wait a minute. A minute and a half still left to go. This game is still on. Adam Reynolds is capable of a 2-point drop goal. Let's not forget that. Adam Reynolds is a very capable 2-point drop goal kicker. This game is not over. If he kicks this conversion, if he puts this conversion over, it's only a 2-point difference. And he's missed it! He's missed it! He missed it! Oh, the crowd has just gone silent. That conversion was deflating. Wow, that was deflating. He needed that conversion, did Reynolds. And that has just taken all the excitement out of the crowd because that means 2-point drop goal is out. It has to be a try. Unbelievable. He needed that conversion. He really did. I feel like he rushed it a little bit. I feel like Reynolds, he could have gone through the motions a little bit more. There was still a minute and a half left on the game clock. He could have taken more time, but yeah, he pushed that straight out wide to the right, did Reynolds, on the conversion. Pretty much that conversion attempt by Reynolds looked scarily like the conversion in the grand final that was going to tie the game. It was eerily similar to the miss. Now Reynolds bobbles the ball, but he holds on to it. Here they go. The Broncos have got space. Barnworth to Oates, who's back on his feet. 30 seconds to go. Tackle 4. They are still inside their own half. They've got to find a way down to Payne Haas with the offload. Well gathered in by Tessie New. Staggs goes forward. 5th and last. 10 seconds to go. Penalty Broncos. 10 seconds to go. High tackle. This is it. Imagine if Reynolds got that conversion, they got the penalty. This would have been a penalty goal, shot for 2 to tie the game, but he missed the conversion. Reynolds plugs it into touch, 20 metres out. This is it. It's going to be tap, one play, Broncos. What can they put forward? It's got to be a high ball. Reynolds has got to put it high, surely. It goes through the hands. They're going through the hands. Barnworth, a kick over. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. Roosters player offside. Broncos penalty. It's not over yet. And how crucial was that missed conversion by Reynolds? How crucial is that missed conversion? Because that's another penalty. It would have been another opportunity to send it to Golden Point. There's no kick coming here. They're going through the hands again. Reynolds, dummies. Out wide they go. Shut down by Momorowski. No. Shrugs away. Knock on. Game over. Game, set, match. Roosters. You've got to kick. It's a 50-50 play, but you've got to kick. Going through the hands was never going to work. Oh, wow. What a game, though. What a night of footy. Warriors Cowboys goes to Golden Point. The Warriors sneak it with a Sean Johnson drop goal. Broncos, Roosters, it was all Broncos until about 8 minutes to go, or whatever it was. Oh, my God. Roosters survive, grind out a win at Suncorp Stadium. Took me by surprise, it really did. I thought that they were going to win very comprehensively, the Roosters. Momorowski and Capewell having a chat there, the ex-Panthers players. A couple of ex-Panthers, premiership winners there, catching up in their new respective teams, Momorowski and Capewell. That was a good moment there. 24-20. If you had the Roosters at 4 points, you've got a Hail Mary kick. Absolutely. James 83, 100%. You have to. You can't run set plays through the hands. The first time, okay. The first time I understand, because maybe it's okay, the Roosters are probably thinking exactly what we're thinking. They're going to go high ball out to Corey Oates. So put it through the hands, take them by surprise. But when they got the second penalty and they set up out wide and it looked like they were going to run a backline play, that's when Reynolds should have dummied for the pass and gone the kick. It's a 50-50 play. It is a Hail Mary, but the time is up on the clock. You've only got one shot. And look what happened in the Titans-Tigers game. The Titans put the kick up. It hit the post. It bounced back. Tigers player drops the ball in the goal line. They score a try. You don't get that scenario by putting it through the hands. The kick was the option, I think, in my honest opinion. The kick was the option. It should have happened. If it didn't happen the first time, understandable. Do the unexpected. But the second time, the unexpected becomes the expected. It's not a surprise when you do it time and time again. That was when Reynolds should have dummied, put the high ball up, challenge the kick, get the ball back. There might have been a mistake or anything. Who knows what happens? High ball, 50-50 ball, on the money. You've got a chance of winning. Roosters, they're always going to shut down an attacking through the hands play, in my opinion. But then, who am I? Who am I really? I'm just some guy on YouTube commentating on NRL games. I'm certainly no expert. What do I know? But anyways, the end result is a Roosters win 24 points to 20. The end result is also a fantastic Friday night footy doubleheader. Really was. It was a great night. I thank you very much for your company this evening. I've got no idea what's happening tomorrow yet. I might be back home in time for the late game. I definitely won't be around for the early games tomorrow because I'm off for a game of tennis. Looking forward to that. Yeah. But I'll definitely be back Sunday, my birthday. My Sharkies playing the Tigers and the Panthers playing the Bulldogs. So if I don't see you tomorrow for the late night game, I'll definitely see you Sunday for the doubleheader. And if you're on the Discord, stick around. We'll have a chat. I'll finish my drinks. We'll have a chat over there on the Discord. I know a couple of people have messaged me over there on Discord, and I will get back to you after we call it a night here. Wow, exciting night. Warriors, Cowboys, Golden Point. Warriors get the win. Broncos, Roosters, really tightly contested game up until about the last 10 minutes when the Roosters showed their experience, showed their composure, and took it at the end. Great night of Friday Night Footy. Thank you very much for joining me and being part of it. It's been fun as always. And I will catch you next kickoff. Thank you very much. Cheers. Until next time.